Okay guys, let's do a deep dive into the spider guard. We're gonna look at the fundamentals of this beautiful gi guard, how we can control my partner's arms and there through his posture, and use that to control him and set up some really cool basic submissions. Check out the full video. Okay guys, welcome to this spider guard basic fundamental video. In this video, we'll cover the setup, the grips, and how to use the spider guard, and we're gonna do some different videos on some advanced techniques and concepts from the spider guard. So I highly advise you to watch all of these, and let's start off out today with the fundamentals. So the spider guard is a great way to control my partner in the gi. The main problem is this, guys. If we control my partner, usually you start out, when you're new in the gi, to using your body. If I control his wrist, he can just curl his arm out, break my grips, especially if it's sweaty with training. Same thing goes for a neck. He can just use his hands, head, and he's out. One of the cool things about the gi is that as I control his grip, if he just uses his body to move, it's a good grip from where I can pull, push, and look at this, break his posture. Now, one of the first things you learn is how to control the collar, how to control the sleeve, and spider guards is no more than that on steroids. It's just a good way to control my partner's arms, limbs, and posture whilst using the strength of my legs. So in the beginning, you will learn to control the sleeves. Maybe your first class, you want to control wrists. Yeah, it's all slippery and moving away. You learn to control the sleeve. Now, as we control sleeves in jiu-jitsu, my fingers are going to go in, and the strength is going to come all the way to my pinky. And the difference between just grabbing here or grabbing here like a pistol grip is twisting my hand in, rolling my thumb over, and getting a good tight grip. I'm not squeezing. If he pulls his arm, it's just stuck on my fingers. Because if I'm squeezing, I'm really engaging my arms, I'm going to tire myself out. The cool thing is, you don't have to squeeze. If I squeeze now, he pulls out, it slips. The strength in my grips comes from twisting my fingers in. As he starts pulling, my fingers are stuck. Yeah? I really want to twist all of my fingers in the gi, get my finger in, my thumb goes over, and I control the grip. Now to set up the spider guard, I'm not going to open my guard and push my legs in. It's way too much space that I need. Usually his elbows are tied to his body, so getting my foot on the inside of his biceps, it's going to be pretty hard. So what we're going to do, we're going to control both sleeves. We're going to start off with one, as we set up the first one. Let's do it symmetrically now. I'm going to open my legs, twist my hips, and lift my knee up as I push from my foot on the hip into his chest. From here, I'm going to use the other direction, and I'm going to set it up into his bicep. Now, what's very hard to see on camera is I'm simultaneously pushing with my legs and pulling with my arms. I'm not going to go all in depth on how I twist his grips away and move to the inside, but for now, let's turn a little bit to the camera. All I want you guys to see is that my knees are not together. If I'm here and there's no tension, he can just push my knees together, start choosing a side, and smash me to the side. So there's tension on my knees. I'm really pushing my shin into his bicep, and my foot stays on the hip when I want to feel if he's pushing in to me or stands up. My hands are simultaneously really pulling in, not from my bicep, because I'm very weak there, but from my back and my lats engaged. Now I move once again to the side, and I replace my shin with my foot. My foot will now do the same job. It pushes into the bicep, and I really like to twist his arm in now to the inside of my leg. There's different ways to play the spider guard. You can also keep it on the outside. You can twist his hand away, yeah? But the same principle remains, as I'm pushing with my foot, as I'm pulling with my hand to create tension in the arm. Now with that tension, I can feel where my partner is, and I can not only control his arms, which makes it more difficult for him to pass and control me, but I can control his posture through his arms. I'm going to show you what I mean. As I set up these grips, foot and hand, and then on the other side, foot and hand, and now we are in a full spider guard. Now if I just control here and stay here, he's going to pass. He's going to lift his knees, going to stand up, etc. So I want to keep on moving here. That's the thing in guard. The same thing goes, geared towards beginners, with close guard. The first time you learn to close your ankles here. If I don't do anything now, he's going to win the match. So this is not enough. This is just the basics. And from here, I'm going to control his posture. You might learn an armbar or a basic sweep. Spider guard follows these exact same rules. Once we're here, we're not done. Yeah, this is not a pin. I'm on bottom. I have to work. Now, the difference between moving my partner's arms and moving my partner are based on how I lift and use my legs. So I don't want to move his arms. Look at his hips. I want to move his posture. So one of the main things is I pull in and lift his butt up. You see? This is how I lift all the weight from my partner up, which I can then use to sweep or pull him into my submissions. Before we do so, I want to focus one more time on the grips of the spider guard as I'm here. I'm not just moving my partner with my legs. I'm going to use my hips. So look, now my hips are squared. What I really want to do is change this into this, going to the sides, switching, lifting my partner up as my hips move. So you see the difference between Storm and me. The more I out-angle him or push him out of the center line, the more his limbs become available for me to start attacking with arm bars, yeah, omoplata, and different submissions. Let's do 2 basic submissions, and in a different video we'll go over more concepts and then more technique. So for the 2 basic submissions, what I really like to do here, is one of the most basic mechanics, is going for a triangle. Now before you skip this part, what people tend to mess up, this guy is all the way over there, and you're trying to shoot a triangle and go over there. Instead of my hips going towards him, once again, look, I'm gonna lift my partner over and pull him into me. Now his weight will drop, and my hip doesn't have to travel so high. My knees are pinched, I curl down, and then I close the triangle, shoot in and snatch it. Just rewind that, but look at the difference between me reaching for a triangle all the way to there or pulling him in. And that's the beauty of the spider guard. I can push and pull. And the thing is, I'm constantly pushing, and the more he pushes back, I then let go of all the counterweight. I'll try to explain that to you, but if we're here, he's not leaning into me. I really want to keep pushing him away, yeah, as I pull, and then I just let him fall into the triangle. Now for the triangle, my hips can be a bit squared. Now let's do the next one, and my hips will turn a bit more to the side. For one of your favorite submissions, the armbar. For the armbar, I get the same thing. I want to lift my partner towards me. Now my leg can stay on this side. It goes underneath, and I use my arms to pull him towards me simultaneously with the same spider guard. So my leg pulls in. So I'm not just pushing anymore. I'm pushing, lifting, and now I pull him in. My hip rotates outwards, so you see me making this pendulum. Catch the elbow, snatch the armbar. If my hips were to stay square, you will end up having this. Look at this, guys. 1, and then your foot tries to get this arm. But I never get the elbow. My hips are on the floor. His head is very far away. So really pull your partner in. Yeah, I don't even need to put my left foot here. I can also catch this tricep like a shotgun grip, and look at my hips. Move my hips out and lift them up. Yeah, get a tight armbar here. Now today was not necessarily about the armbar or the triangle. In a different video, I'll go over sweeps, concepts, way more techniques from the spider guard. But today, this was geared to the fundamentals, how to spider guard. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments and see you in the next one. Oes.